दौ संता संतन चरण दुख प्रदौ भयो बीच कुछ वर्ण विचलित एक प्राण हरिले मिलत एक दारुण दुख दे. This is the verse of Tulsidasa, a medieval saint. He said, I bow down to the holy. I bow down to the unholy, because both give me pain. If an unholy person comes to me, I get pain. When a holy man departs from me, I get pain. Both give me pain, so I salute both. This is the way I think about these great Swamis who are the disciples of the direct disciples of Ramakrishna, Holy Mother. We learn so many things from them, which I recorded in the Prachin Sadhudir Katha in Bengali, and that has been translated into English, Stories of the Vedanta Monks, Volume 1. Volume 2 is also, in Bengali it has come out, it will be out in English soon. So in today's session, we shall try to talk about the monks who are in America. I came in 1971, and at that time, some of these great monks are alive. Swami Nikhilananda, Swami Pavitrananda, Swami Satprakashananda in the East Coast, Swami Prabhavananda, Swami Shraddhananda, Swami Aseshananda, Swami Vividishananda in the West Coast, and Swami Satprakashananda in St. Louis. They are really, really great Swamis. I had a great privilege to be close with many of them. First, let me start with Swami Nikhilananda. I met him in 1959 in Balloon Mart, and also in 1963 during Swamiji's centenary time. His initiation, he told, his reminiscences, that Swami Brahmananda sent to him, to Jarambaji, for initiation. And one thing is very, that when Holy Mother passed away, at that time he was a reporter of Amrita Bazar Potrika. So in the morning he went out to buy a bread for his breakfast, and all of a sudden he felt an urge to go to Udbodhan. And he took the tram and came to Udbodhan and found that mother passed away. And all people are assembling, meeting there, a lot of people. That is a story he mentioned. He translated the Gospel of Ramakrishna, Upanishads, Gita, and he came in contact with many great people in this country. Swami Nikhilananda, sometimes he went to visit North Pole, and somebody saw on his boat Swami Nikhilananda. A man came and asked, "Do you know Swami Vivekananda?" He said, no, but I belong to the monk. I am a monk of his order. Then that man said, Vivekananda, I was present at the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. That young man, Vivekananda, was not the representative of Hindu religion only, but he was the true representative of all religions. That is a great statement we heard from Swami Nikhilananda. And the Mr. Chester Carlson, who was the inventor of Xerox, also came to India in 1963 during Swamiji's centenary time. I met him also. Swami Nikhilananda met the Duke of Richelieu. And Duke of Richelieu at that time was a young man in Paris. Swamiji one day teased him. Do you like to be my disciple? And want to be a monk, and you can come with me to India. But what shall I get there? I shall teach you how to die. No, Swami. I want to enjoy. I have youth, I have good health, I have money, I want to enjoy. Toward the end of his life, he mentioned, could you teach me how to die? That when the death will come, happily will you embrace that death. Swami Richelieu became very close friend of Swami Nikhilananda, came to our center, had food, had lunch, dinner with him, and Swami also used to go to his place. He had a house in New York also. He met Mahatma Gandhi. At that time he was fasting, he was lying down in jail. So he wanted to see him. So they allowed him to get in. Then he said, Gandhiji, Mahatmaji, you are going to die if you fast this way. The whole nation is depending on you. Then Gandhiji said, Swamiji, you know, jail is the best place for me. When I do not find any way, I think and I pray. And through this silent prayer, I get many answers. He met Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishna. It was in 1966 in Thousand Island Park in Upanishad class. He said, I asked Radhakrishna told me, he was an ambassador in Russia. So he asked Stalin, why don't you believe in God? Why don't you believe in religion? Stalin said, if St. Paul comes, I shall be his disciple next day and I shall go to the church. These people, I do not like them. They are not real religious. So I came, and I remember Swami invited me for lunch, 10th June 1971. I remember khichdi, papadam, chutney, various things Maharaj gave me. Then I asked Maharaj, could you give me a copy of Gospel of Ramakrishna? And I asked him, could you give an autograph? Oh, the moment you have come to America, you have become an American. So he signed. That book still I carry. Then he said, you know, I have a desire. I want to go to Belur Math and I want to roll on the ground in front of Ramakrishna's temple. I saw tears came from his eyes. Then in 1972, I went to Thousand Island Park and stayed 10 days. So lunch we had in Vivekananda cottage, but dinner the women devotees would cook in Sharda cottage, which is on the coast of on the bank of the St. Lawrence River. Oh, beautiful place, beautiful place. The Maharaj used to tell stories, and at that time his Alzheimer developed. I still remember. But at 4 o'clock there will be tea. So all the people will come to Vivekananda cottage, have tea, and then we'd go to Swamiji's room upstairs in the shrine. For him there was a chair at the back next to Swamiji's statue. And Swami Adisharanandaji, myself, we used to come sit in front and we used to sing Khandhanava Vandana, all Arthuric hymns. I saw, it is a deep impression in my mind. His attendant would keep the rosary in his hand, and sitting on the chair, he was continuously repeating mantra. Look, he has Alzheimer developed, but he was repeating the mantra and tears coming from his eyes. After 1 year, he will have to take the rosary from his hand. Then we would go to the Holy Mother's cottage, and there we had dinner. Next year, in 1973, it was a dinner table. Swamiji on the chair. Then they chanted, Om Brahmarpanam, Brahma Havir, Brahmagno, Brahmanautam, Brahmaivate Nagantaibhyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. That's the prayer mantra we repeat before food. Saying that, he passed away on the chair at the dining table. You know, those stories, those scenes are so vivid to me, I cannot tell you. His contribution is immense in the Ramakrishna Order. Swami next to this side was Swami Pavitrananda. I was his guest. He arranged John Schlenk to show me around the New York City. I also went to all museums and what is called that high-rise building at that time.
The Empire State.
No, Empire State Building. Empire State Building. At that time, Trade Center, World Trade Center, that center has not yet come. So there I stayed, and one story, you remember that he used to come every summer and stay 2 months with Swami Prabhavananda in Hollywood. So we used to give a room to him, Swami Aseshananda's room, and my room was next. So at night time after supper, I used to go to his room and I used to ask him questions. One story he told me that struck me. But when I was a young monk, I went to Swami Shraddhananda and I asked Maharaj, I am working here, but I don't feel that I am working for Sri Ramakrishna. Then Shraddhananda said, is it your work? No, Swami. Do you work for your parents? No. Do you get salary here? No. All right, then you can go. Later you know for whom you are working. You know, sometimes you do not realize, all monks are working. Sometimes they do not realize whose work is this. It is Thakur's work. Swamiji said, the Sangha, this Ramakrishna Order, the Ramakrishna's body, serving the order, you are serving Sri Ramakrishna. So we are working for the Ramakrishna Order. Actually, we are serving Sri Ramakrishna. Each monk is contributing something. There are 2,000 monks. Somebody may be giving 100%, some 80%, some 50%, some 20%. Everybody is contributing something. That is the reason the Ramakrishna Order looks great. It is a contribution of hundreds and thousands of dedicated souls. It is amazing, this Ramakrishna Order. It is not one-man show. Ramakrishna Order. It is really, really unique. That story we heard from him. Then, when I came to another thing he told me, whenever you lecture, never embellish or exaggerate. Then you will deviate from the truth. Speak those things which are true. Nowadays, some people I hear lecture, they are embellishing or exaggerating. That is not right. He told me, be careful, never exaggerate. One thing I remember, so when Pavitrananda came, Pavitrananda had 13 or 14 letters of Swami Suryananda. So I asked him, Maharaj, those letters should come in public domain. It should be printed. Oh no, those are my personal letters. I go, no Maharaj, no personal. You will have to give to the Udbodhan magazine and print it. And then it will come in the book. So then it was 1976. No, 1976 he did not come. 1975. He died in 1977. 1976 I was with him in Marshfield. What happened, when he was in the hospital, and he copied all of his letters and sent to Udbodhan and published, and he wrote to me, I listened to you. I copied all letters and sent. Then I found, when I went, after his death, when I went, I xeroxed all those letters and brought with me. In that connection, when we were working about Swami Bodhanandaji, I never met him, he died in 1950. But one incident I got about his memoirs of Swamiji in Paris. I think it was in 1992 or sometimes I was in Paris, in Great Center. What happened, they showed me a paper. I think it was in 1924, he was in India and talked about his memoirs of Swamiji in Madras. And Swami Shraddhananda recorded it. That one also was published in Vedanta and the stories of the Vedanta monks. I shall tell you in brief what the thing is. One day Swamiji came to the shrine and told Swami Brahmananda, today I shall worship. Everybody is very happy. Swamiji will do the worship of Sri Ramakrishna in the old shrine in Balur. And all of his disciples came there to see their Guru worshipping Thakur. He sat and then an hour he meditated. Then he got up and took the flower tray and put one flower of each monk in the shrine. Then the remaining flowers he put sandal paste and put at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna. So what happened, it is not proper. Generally first you offer flower to Thakur or God, and then that prasadi, sanctified flower, you can distribute. But Swamiji did this. He said, Swamiji saw Sri Ramakrishna, God in all of his disciples, and worshipped them. Living gods, he worshipped them. And then remaining flowers he gave to Sri Ramakrishna. That story, that incident, I recorded, and it was published in English and Bengali. It's a beautiful story. Swami Bodhananda, this is that story. Swami Bodhananda ji had a diary. That diary I found and I copied. There he recorded that he went to Kandigat with Holy Mother and Golapma by horse carriage. There's reminiscences also you will find in the stories of the Vedanta monks. Anyhow, Bodhananda ji has also many, many beautiful, but one story I shall never forget about Swamiji. He was Swamiji's cook in Laguna and cashier. So Swamiji was, the day he passed away, he came back from his walk. He was going to his room. He had a cup of tea, and then he was going to his room. And Swami Bodhananda ji followed him. And Swamiji, perhaps he have gone to Belur Swamiji's room. You will have to go from inside and over the steps. Swamiji stood on the second step. And then I looked at him and said, "Hey, how much money do I have in my wallet?" "Oh, maybe 4 or 5 rupees, Swamiji." You know, the other day I went to a monk's room and found his mosquito curtain is torn. Buy a new mosquito curtain for that monk. Because if that monk is bitten by mosquitoes, he will get malaria. This person is going to die within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, Vivekananda is going to leave this world. He is thinking about a monk and mosquito curtain. That he recorded in Vedanta Darpan magazine in 1933-34 in New York. He has a magazine, Vedanta Darpan, the mirror of Vedanta. Nowhere you will find that story. I put it. And the way Swamiji passed away, you see, Swami Shraddhananda ji said, "You people think Swamiji gave messages and all these lectures and this and that. Do you know what is his last message?" Before his death, he asked his attendant, "Give my rosary." He repeated the mantra. He lay down on the floor. Then he asked him, "Go outside." He said, "Wait and meditate till I call you. Wait and meditate till I call you." That was the last message of Vivekananda. Beautiful. Bodhananda ji also, many stories are there about his diary I got, and then from diary I copied and I put it there. You will find it. Many important stories, incidents of Maharaj and other people. So I covered 3 in this book. Then I shall tell you about Swami Vividishananda ji. In 1973, he invited me to give, I was then in Hollywood, he invited me to give a lecture on Sri Ramakrishna, which is Sri Ramakrishna's birthday anniversary. So I told him over the phone, "Maharaj, I can come on condition." Well, what is your condition? "My condition is, I shall come and give lecture, but you will have to take me to Vancouver." I want to see where Swamiji landed. I want to see that place. He said, all right, you come, I shall take you there. So he took me there. One day he says, Chetananda, I take breakfast at 10 o'clock. I go, Maharaj, then I shall not take breakfast with you. I eat early. But I shall go and sit with you. Then we went to the shrine. I followed him. I watched him, that what does he do? He was a disciple of Swami Brahmananda. And I knew his elder brother, Swami Atmabodhananda in Udbodhan. You see, I was visiting Udbodhan from 1950. I was 14 years old. So, Swami Bibidishanandaji, when he came out from the shrine, I asked him, Maharaj, you were initiated by Swami Brahmananda. Could you tell me that what kind of instruction you got from him? Then he said, Maharaj told me পূজা পাঠ জপ ধ্যান চারটেই করবি তাহলে তোর স্পিরিচুয়াল লাইফ monotonous হবে না. If you practice puja, a little ritual, path, reading, japam, and dhyan, meditation, if you practice these four, your spiritual life will not be monotonous. One simple teaching. You see, I was just like a bee, collecting various things from various Swamis and made that honeycomb. I remember he told me, Chetananda, we have a tradition. I want to, when a visiting Swami comes, I give a gift. I want to take you for shopping. I go, all right, Maharaj. He took me to J.C. Penney and bought a jacket for me. Still I have that jacket. I saved it. Then I came to, from there I came to Portland, to Swami Aseshanandaji. Even though I have seen many Swamis in my life, but I have not seen the second one like him. He was a disciple of Holy Mother. He came in 1947, but never returned to India. So we used to tell him, Maharaj, why don't you visit India? He said, no! Swamiji said, forget India and work for the mother. Swamiji told that to Swami Turyananda. I go, Maharaj never went, never returned to India. Then, but you know, his lectures are very interesting. I wrote that Western science has split the atom, releasing the great power for potential destruction. But Sri Ramakrishna, by the power of his intense sadhana, has split the curtain of Maya, releasing the great power of realization. Power and peace never go together. If you seek power, you will get Rolls Royce. If you seek peace, you will get God. Renunciation is not condemnation, but deification. His moreover, I sometimes quote his famous saying, God vision and television never go together. I remember I quoted that thing in Balloon Marching Training Center, all boys clapped hands. God vision and television never go together. One day, Swami Shivananda told to the monks who used to see him every morning after meditation, there was one yellow rose on his table. When all monks came, he said, "Look at that flower. It captured the whole atmosphere of the room with its beauty and fragrance. If there is one genuine monk in the monastery, that's enough. Genuine monk. You know, with that little stories, incidents, give us so much encouragement and joy and peace. Not only that, another thing I remember, that is also Swami Shivananda's story. There is a monk made some mistakes, so the authority wanted him be out from the order. So finally they made decision, then came to Mahapurush Maharaj. Mahapurush Maharaj said, "Oh, so we are going to ask him to leave the order." Well, yes. He made some mistakes and this and that. Then Mahapurush Maharaj says, "Tell me what are the wrong things he had done." Then I said, "This monk, does he have one good quality? I understand perhaps 99 bad qualities. Is there any one good quality of these monks?" Then the other people, those who are decision makers, they are looking at each other and saying, "Yes, he has this good quality, yes. Then he will stay. Then he will stay. We'll have to give him a chance." Amazing. Swami Aseshananda, he was beyond time. When we will start his lecture and when we will end it, nobody knows. I remember Mr. Bush would come and start reading. Then when Swami enters, he will stop. We heard from him many times about his Brahmacharya vows, you know. He went to Swami Brahmananda. Brahmananda said, "You want Brahmacharya?" But yes. "I shall not give free 108 rupees dakshina. You will have to give." "Maharaj, I am a poor brahmachari, where shall I get money?" "Oh, you have no money?" "No. But you are assistant of Shraddhananda. He has a lot of money. He will give to you." So he came to Shraddhananda, and Shraddhananda said, "You go back and tell Swami Brahmananda that all money of Shraddhananda, Udbodhan, Ramakrishna Order belong to you, including Swami Shraddhananda. All belong to you. You are the president, you are of the order." So he again went to Belur Math, from Udbodhan to Belur Math. He went to him. Maharaj, Swami Shraddhananda says, the entire money of the Ramakrishna Order and also Udbodhan, and including Shraddhananda, all belong to you. Oh, Shraddhananda said that. "Did you bring any written from him?" But "No, Maharaj. Phaka kotha sunina." It is empty words. Go back, I want written. Again he came back. Shraddhananda said, "All right, I shall go. You come with me, I am going to Belur Math." Then he told that he will stay outside. Then he talked to Maharaj and it was settled that he will get Brahmacharya vows. I remember first time I went, Maharaj cooked rice pudding for me. we used to eat separate. Maharaj's food different, and his time is different. His breakfast at 11 o'clock, lunch at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, dinner at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So we could not follow his routine. Night time he will sleep at 3 o'clock perhaps. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Maharaj cooked rice pudding for me. The bottom portion was burnt. If the rice pudding is burnt, it is very difficult to eat. So, Chetananda, how is the rice pudding? Well, Maharaj, beautiful, Maharaj, खूब भालो है, very good. He is the disciple of Holy Mother, cooked rice pudding for me. He came to some opening of the center of our Hollywood convent. He came. We are invited. Some Prabhavananda memorial service also he came. In Satprakashananda, in our 1988, in our Golden Jubilee in Calcutta, in St. Louis also he came. Seeing him, you can feel that he is possessed. I have never seen such people. Full of renunciation and purity. Even in old age, he is mowing the lawn. Bathroom, he will clean his own things. He will cook his own food. Later on, the devotees helped him. Very independent person. And his scolding is blessing. If the devotees would not get any scolding, they are thinking that Swami will leave the world. So they love to have his scolding. His scoldings are blessings. He has a mother's heart. One day he told me, Chetananda, I love to worship. His worship also very informal. Oh, so many gods and goddesses in the shrine.
Swami, would you call it a bhakti worship? Because he didn't follow the letter of the law.
Yeah. That's a Vaidhi Bhakti, you know. They follow the injunction and the rules. He did not follow. His puja is full of devotion, full of love. He was a loving mother and a chastising father. He will discipline people. Mr. Bush, don't talk too many things. Talk only about God. Yes, Swami. Then our brahmachari went to Swami, to Aseshananda. They said, Maharaj, I have a little problem. Problem? Go to the mother and pray. Then after a few days, the brahmachari came. Swami, I am depressed. Depressed? Get used to it. I heard another story that Maharaj was lecturing. A man came inside the important temple hall, lecture hall. Maharaj shouted, he did not like to Jesus. Sit down! He shouted. And that man sat down. After the lecture all left, then Maharaj went to him. Who are you? I am a UPS delivery man. Funny. His lecture, he will start with Plato and Aristotle, then he will go to Thomas Aquinas and Master Eckhart, then he will go to Heisenberg and Einstein, then we will come to Holy Mother and Shraddhananda, bas. And finally, Jivan Mukti, free while you are living. We knew his lecture pattern. But he used to speak with so much conviction. It is amazing, amazing. I remember I went to see him in 1996. 16th in October, I went to see him. 1996. He was in bed. They are breathing through the nose. But his voice was strong. Memory was very strong. He told Shantarupananda, Chetanananda is coming to see me. Keep a chair next to my bed. Yes, Swami. But we have a tradition. We give a gift, something to the visiting Swami. Yes, Swami. So he gave me a $35, a check. I took it. Then I told Shantarupananda, hey, let us go for shopping. So we went to JCPenney and I bought a big bottle of Chanel 5 perfume. I bought a big bottle of perfume. And Maharaj was lying down. So I put, you see, if you lie down, a little odor comes. So they kept him very clean. But I sprayed all around his bed. He was lying down, closed eyes. He doesn't know. I sprayed all around. And then I told Mr. Bush, please time to time spray this perfume. Mother's disciple is going to die very soon. I remember I spent $43 to buy that perfume. Then, do you know what? When Swami Aseshananda was with Shraddhananda, he used to keep diary. And he thick out of diary. So some are written in pencil, some are in ink. So I asked Mrs. Bhattacharya to copy it for me. So she copied and some I Xerox and tried to save the whole manuscript. And then I culled it. I took it very difficult, you know, it is not, some dates are there, some places dates are not there. But the way it was there, I collected and saved it. And that I put it in the second section of this stories of the Vedanta Monks. You will find that about Gopal and Ma, about Holy Mother, about Jarambaji Mandir Pratishtha. Then Swami about Akanjananda, about Ramlal Dada, about Mahapurush Maharaj. Then ask question and answer with Swami Shraddhananda. In this way, there are many, many beautiful things we find in his diary. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, that was the word. Then about Swami Shraddhananda. Shraddhananda, I knew him from 1952. After Pavitrananda died, he came to Udbodhan as an editor. So we are coming from the same district, from Bangladesh. He was my friend, philosopher, and guide, and mentor. Sometimes he used to scold me. I remember he scolded me. I wrote an article, Sri Ramakrishna's Second Coming, and gave him to read. One Ramakrishna has come, you are trying to bring another Ramakrishna, you are going to confuse people. But anyhow, later on that one was published. It is in How to Live with God in the Company of Ramakrishna, there I translated it. Anyhow, when I came to Los Angeles, 11th June 1971, Maharaj flew from Sacramento to Hollywood, Los Angeles, to receive me, and he gave me the reception. I think I mentioned it in my previous talk. She was asking, "Do you know where you have to come? It is holy wood, pure forest, full of gopis." That was my reception talk. It is the forest of Vrindavan. I translated Sermon on the Mount according to Vedanta in Bengali. He edited it and corrected it. One place we had a difference of opinion. Resist not evil. What does it mean? In Bengali, অশুভকে বাধা দিও না. If bad thing comes to your life, do not stop it. That I translated. Exact words. He said, no. Jesus was tempted. Did he not object? That is not the right translation. Nipidonke bada diyo na. If somebody persecutes you or this and that, never stop it. Let it come. We had sometimes difference of opinion. But one story I remember, one day, the Krishna pond, we are seated on a cane chair. Behind the Sacramento Center, there is a garden of saints. So Swami and myself, we used to go for a walk. Almost every summer I used to go and just stay with him for some days. So what happened, one day he was telling me, this morning, one devotee came and told me, Swami, nobody loves me. It hurt me. It hurt me. But I see love is everywhere. Look at the peach tree. Look at that apple tree. They are standing there in sun, in rain, in frost. During season, they gave me fruits. The trees do not eat their own fruits. We enjoy their fruits. Those trees love me. Then he was a little poet by nature. He was telling, early in the morning when I get up, I go to the bathroom. Toothpaste and brush tell me, we love you, brush your teeth. Then the water tells me, rinse your mouth, I love you. Then my clothes tell me that I love you. Then I go to the shrine, the asana, the seat tells me, I love you, please sit down and meditate. I go to the breakfast table, the fruit juice, toast, cereal, coffee, they all tell me, we love you, eat and get energy. I see love is everywhere, and here people say nobody loves me. So he inspired me. Based on that, I gave a lecture. Love is everywhere. Based on Shankha philosophy, in Kupila, Shankha Sutra, there is a sutra called Sanghato Pararthatvat. All combined objects is not for itself. We love your beauty. We enjoy your beauty. This room, we enjoy this room. This room is protecting me. This room is not for itself. In this way, we find everything in this world is not for itself, it is for others. That story I still remember. We had so many. He loved Lincoln. And so many books. I have also many books on Lincoln. He had some diaries in 1984. He gave me to read it. And I took his permission and Xeroxed it. The diary is with me. And I got another diary. From those two diaries, I collected several things and added in this book also. Anyhow, he passed away 19 July 1996. I was present. I went from the airport, straight I went to his room. He was in like a comatose state. He was a lawyer, nurse. I wanted to talk to him, but I could not communicate. Then I came out, again he sent his nurse, call him back. Again I went, again tried to communicate, could not make it. Then I came and had dinner at 8 o'clock. This brahmachari Ananda came and said, Swami passed away. Immediately we rushed to his room, recited the mantra, and then we arranged his memorial service in a very grand scale. Sarvagatananda. He is in Boston Swami, 1912 to 2009. He was, I used to call it a monk with 3 paws, Pavitra, Premik, Pandit. Pure, loving, and scholarly. You know, he was a great, really a wonderful sadhu, gigantic heart. Several times I stayed with him in Marshfield, in Boston Center. He used to tell me about his story and the struggle, that how he got this Boston Center from Mrs. Worcester. It's a beautiful story. He used to go to the Harvard Divinity School. This story he told. The professor asked that why do we have so much fighting about religion? What is the solution? A Muslim student said, simple solution, all people be Muslim, then there will be no more fight. But no, you are not right. Among the Shia, Sunni, they are all fighting. Among the Muslims, both are Muslims. So we have no solution. Then asked a Christian student, oh, very simple, all people should be Christians. No, you have not the solution. Look at Ireland. That, the Catholics and the Protestants, they are fighting. You have no solution. So in that connection, which I told you a story, God sent angel to Ireland. But both are my children, both Catholics and Protestants, both are my children. Why are they fighting? Could you make a solution? So angel came and asked the Catholic representative, what is the solution? Well, the solution is very simple. Well, what? Let all Protestants out from Ireland. Then asked the Protestant representative, what is the solution? Solution is very simple. Let all Catholic be out from Ireland. Then there was a Jewish representative. What is the solution? He said, solution is very simple. Follow these 2 gentlemen's follow these 2 gentlemen's their proposals. Funny. He was very humorous. He wrote a beautiful about this early monastic life, how he walked from Bombay to Hardwar. And Kalyanananda, Swamiji's disciple, he came to Swami Kalyanananda and said, Maharaj, I want to be a monk. Swami Akhandananda asked me to join here. You want to join here? Listen, young man. In the temple, what do? Puja, Path. No, in the temple you do worship, then food offering, and then prayer. These are the three things there. Puja, then Nivedan, and Prarthana, prayer. In the hospital in Concall, Sheba, serve these patients, sick people. Aushatputta, there you gave Noivedya, food, here medicine and diet. There you prayed, here Duchi Mishti Kotha. A few sweet words. That is enough. That is practical Vedanta. That he told me. Oof, which is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He was, then he gave his many lectures and classes in MIT and Harvard. Anyhow, I shall not go more in details. Then, Swami Prabhavananda. I did not want to say too many things to Prabhavananda because you already know, and I lived with him for 5 years. Only a few things I want to tell him. 5 years I lived with him. And I learned a lot from him. I am very grateful to him. When I came, he asked me, learn well. He engaged Arlene Crane, Madhuri, to teach me how to speak. Like a loving mother, she taught me. For 2 years, she used to take notes of my lectures, what are the mistakes I made. She corrected me. Swami told me, in American people will come, first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, they will try to understand you, but if don't, they will not come back again. Learn well. And Swami Prabhavananda's one day, every day at 10 o'clock I used to go and see him and just stay with him 15, 20 minutes after his walk. One day he says, Chetanananda, I am a little depressed. I go, why, Maharaj? He said, previously I used to go to the shrine 3 times a day. That is the Hollywood tradition. 7 to 8, 12 to 1, 6 to 7. Swami wanted all monks, nuns, devotees, those who come to the temple, 3 hours you must sit in the shrine and repeat mantra. But now I cannot go. When I first came, he used to come to the shrine. But he said, after my heart attack, I get dizzy. That's the reason I cannot come to the shrine. They tell him, Maharaj, you don't need to go to the shrine. You have seen Holy Mother, you have seen 8 or 9 Jari disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, and you have so much close association with them. You don't need to go to the shrine. You have that constant recollectedness of these disciples. Moreover, Maharaj, the Upanishad says, I quoted from Chandogya Upanishad, Ahara Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhi, Sattva Shuddhau Dhruva Smriti, Smriti Lambe Sarva Granthinam Vipra Moksha. Ahar, food. Don't think we eat only through mouth. We eat through the mouth, eyes, ears. Whatever we gather from outside and put to the mind, that is called food. So all sense organs are collecting food and give to the mind. So if you constantly collect all good food, your mind will be pure. When the mind becomes pure, it thinks only about God. And if you constantly think about God, you will be liberated. Then he felt good. He said, Chetanananda, দেখো, সাধুরও সাধু সঙ্গ দরকার. Even a monk needs the company of a monk. And Murabha Maharaj is another story I very much impressed me. When he, as a student, he used to go to Swami Shraddhananda, Swamiji's disciple. So Shraddhananda told him, "Hello, young man, do you know the meaning of the word constructive?" Yes. "No, take the dictionary. Get the meaning." "Did you get the meaning?" "Yes." "Now find out the word destructive from the dictionary." Open, got the meaning. "So you know what is constructive and what is destructive?" "Yes." "Henceforth do everything constructive in your life." That is a fantastic teaching I learned from him. Another thing he told, that in Banaras he went to Swami Turiyananda and asked, "Maharaj, could you teach me Bhagavad Gita? You practice Gita, you are the embodiment of the Gita. Come tomorrow, I shall teach you Gita." But next day he went, Swami said, "Take one verse of the Gita, memorize it, get its meaning, practice it. Until you get perfection, don't take the next verse. This is my first class and this is my last class to you." That is a fantastic teaching for me. That with these things. Then he told another story. Before he was coming to America, he went to AIM. And AIM was a householder. AIM wouldn't allow the monks to touch his feet. So Swami Prabhavananda, he was 30 years old. He was born in 1893 or 94, and it was 1923. So what happened, he asked him, "Could you do one thing for me? I'm going to America. Could you close your eyes and pray to Sri Ramakrishna for me?" So him closed his eyes and praying. Meanwhile, Swami Prabhavananda took the dust of his feet and him smiled. That's the story he told me. There are many, whenever he used to tell something, I used to listen and come to my room and I used to write in my diary. I remember Bhagavati was telling me about Hollywood one elderly woman, Joji. When I first came, I used to go for a walk with Swami in the afternoon. "Oh, Swami, we love Swami Chetanananda." Then Swami said, "Love him, but don't fall in love with him." Funny. I lived with Swami, anyhow, you people know Prabhavananda a lot. Swami Satprakashananda, another Swami, I lived with him for 1 year, 7 months. We met Swami Vivekananda 3 times in 1901 in Dhaka. He was a disciple of Swami Brahmananda. Great scholar. Wrote some fantastic books on Vedanta. One story I must tell you about him, that Maharaj used to harass people for initiation. 4 or 5 years he will harass and then he will initiate. So Maharaj was harassing him. He was thinking other 2 monks are going to Jayarambaji, so he thought that he will go and take initiation from mother. On the way he got blood dysentery and came back. Could not go to Jayarambaji. So do you know what happened? Maharaj listened, heard everything. Then when he saw him, he was scared to go to Maharaj. So Maharaj said, "Shreyamshi bahu vignani." If you do anything good, there are many obstacles. Then Maharaj initiated him. Then one day he went to Swami Shivananda and asked him, Maharaj, some people take initiation from Brahmananda, some people take initiation from mother. Is there any difference? Swami Shivananda said, no, no difference. How? But the same Ganges water coming through two different faucets. You know, that solves many problems in our Ramakrishna Order. The different Swamis are initiating, giving Sri Ramakrishna's name. Little difference, Sij mantra may be different, but Ramakrishna is the chosen deity. So Ramakrishna's power is coming through Maharaj, coming through Mother. No difference. Same Shakti, same spiritual power coming through different faucets. You know that my Guru is higher than your Guru. This kind of fight will not come. All are devotees of Thakur. Some years ago, last time, I saw, after the sannyasa ceremony, I saw 300 monks, they lay down and bowed down to Sri Ramakrishna. I was watching from back. I thought, all these 300 monks came from 300 families, different language, different upbringing, different kind of background, but all are paying respect to Sri Ramakrishna. Unity and diversity. Thakur ties us with his cause of love. Swami Satprakashananda, before his death, he was telling me, could you reach something to me that when an illumined soul dies, so I collected some from the scriptures and read to him. He was very happy. Great monks. So anyhow, I shall stop now. So
you were going to mention Christopher Isherwood and Krishnananda. And,
Krishnananda. Krishnananda is a unique person in this whole world. Such Guru Bhakti I have never seen. He followed Swami Prabhavananda like a shadow, forgetting his body, mind, comfort, everything. I have never seen a second man like him. Neither in India nor in America. Coming from a very rich family, but everything belongs to Guru and Thakur. And Isharud, really Swami Prabhavananda used to tell me, you know, my writings and this and that all became known to the world because of Isharud. Isharud, I remember I was in Northern California. Some devotees there are telling about Isharud's personal life and character. I tell them, you know, let me ask you. You are a devotee of the disciples of Ashokananda. You are a disciple. Let me tell you, how many people came to Vedanta through you? Tell me. And how many people came to Vedanta through Krishna Paramahamsa? Check yourself. That person's character and this and that. I do not watch those things. But this person, his Ramakrishna's disciples, that book, and all this Vedanta work he did, he made Vedanta known to the Western world a lot. We are very grateful to Isharu. When Swami was not well, Isharu and myself, we used to speak Hollywood, Santa Barbara, you know. Then I asked Isharu to give lectures. He said, Swami, I don't want to give lecture. I want to read from Swami Vivekananda. He used to read Swami Vivekananda's lectures. And there, Hollywood temple, Santa Barbara temple, was so many people would come to listen to them, listen to him. Wonderful. We are grateful to Isharu for his great contribution. All right, thank you. स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्म स्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमो जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं